going on, man? It's your boy Gregory Cooper and I'm back with another video, man. Look, if I'm not starting, so I'm not going nowhere. All right, so it's been a long time since I did a sneaker review, but I had to get these. So y'all know, Black Friday just happened, Cyber Monday just happened, you know, big deals for a lot of companies. That is when they try to push the biggest discount prices. And when I seen these, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get these, but I have to get them. So I ended up selling a pair of my Capital pants because who cares? I want these shoes. And if you've been looking at my cloth talks, I talked about this brand twice. And it's gonna be Blackstock and Weber. I've been trying to buy a pair of their penny loafers, their mules, anything from their website really for a very long time, but just like dropping like $350, close to like $400 for some shoes at that time or throughout the year for me just wasn't on my bingo cards. But when they said the mule was going for $150, oh, I had to figure it out. I sold a pair of my pants. I had to get these shoes. So that's what this video is gonna be about. So I just did the unboxing for the Ellis Mule from Blackstock and Weber, and just initial thoughts, bro. And I knew these were quality, like in my mind, just looking at them on websites, seeing people talk about them, I was like, no, they're quality. But holding them in hand, bro, holding these in hand is crazy. These are, I'm talking like you can, like quality throughout the shoe, bro. Like I've already put it on my feet, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but I've already put it on my feet. I've already felt the shoe. I done already looked at it. Like I'm in love, bro. So like initial thoughts already, like it's like a 9 out of 10. Let's just say that. Like the material here, all this right here, all throughout the inside and just the bottom, just everything just feels like it was crafted really well. It was made with like great products and just fantastic. The one thing I will say, which I already knew this because I had a pair of penny loafers from ALD. Typically what they recommend for loafers, just because like how they break in and just like the material, you know, it being leather is gonna stretch. They recommend I go a full size down. So I'm a 9. So I got an 8. And I was worried because like, I can take their advice. They know their product better than I do, but I was just like, I was kind of skeptical. But they actually fit. Like they actually fit, and I understand why they do that because they fit me like to a T right now, but I'm sure as that front kind of expands and that leather kind of softens up, it's gonna feel like a 9.5 more than like just the 9 itself. But yeah, like the reason that I gave it a 9 out of 10, just like right off the bat, is because again, presentation wise, everything's fire. The box, everything's fire. The one thing that I will say right now, just like that doesn't feel so great, is right here, it's kind of elevated up and it kind of goes in. So it kind of just feels like, I don't know, it kind of feels kind of off right now, but I'm sure that's gonna wear in as I kind of just step throughout the day and wear these for multiple days. So yeah, it's not really like a big call out, but that's just like my initial thoughts. Like my initial thoughts are, these are fire, bro. And I can already tell, like, given that it's winter and then like Texas is still gonna very much so get hit by winter like through January and February, like I'm not gonna probably wear these as much out in public, but come like spring, summer, oh, I'm about to wear these into the ground, bro. I can already tell. But yeah, just wanted to get my initial reaction, my initial thoughts. I just did the unboxing, so I want to just record that because I'm about to wear them right now. I don't know how many days I plan to wear these before I come back and get like my full review. It might be 72 hours, it might be 48, but we'll see. But as of right now, oh, these are fire. I'm happy with this. I knew they were gonna be fire, but I didn't know it was gonna feel this great. But I'll catch y'all in either 48 hours or 72 hours. Well, hello there. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube video. This is a quick service announcement. If you have a lease and you're currently living in an apartment, make sure you read those lease agreements. But back to the video. Now that that's out the way, this is gonna be the review portion of the Blackstock Weber Backless Mule. Now let me just get this out the way because you're probably thinking, it's winter, it's fall, why are you buying a mule? But I've told y'all on many videos, I shop out of season. Because typically, if it's winter and fall, they're trying to get rid of that summer stuff. So that stuff is heavily discounted. Granted, I bought this during Cyber Monday, so it was obviously a sale going on. So that's why I opted in to get these, because I know I won't get much wear out of them now. But falling into the spring, falling into the summer, oh, these are about to get worn. This is like the ultimate brunch shoe. If you're looking for a brunch, like you trying to go out, you see some ladies, you with your boys, like you just trying to, you know, have fun, get a little mimosa action. These are the shoes for that. But, you know, I don't like to waste y'all time. Let's jump into the review portion of the Blackstock Weber Backless Mule. Now for me, the question I always want to know when it comes to shoes is comfort. So comfort is where I always start. So if I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or I see other people wearing it, I'm like, how do they fit? Is it comfortable? Can you wear it for like X amount of hours? Like, what's the deal? So I would say off rip, I'm giving this 3 out of 5 stars, comfort-wise. It may be 3.5, but I'll explain more. So y'all know I work in retail, so I'm on my feet a lot. I'm talking like 7 hours, and then if I get invited to go get some drinks with some people, like then it's like maybe pushing 10 hours, 12 hours, depending on the day. Now, wearing this shoe for as long as I did, I'll tell you the main area that I had the biggest issues with. This area back here. So obviously this is like the most contacted spot of the shoe, because since there's no support on this back part, like your foot is kind of set in here, but this part kind of goes up as you walk and you go do tasks, and like you're constantly making impact with this part right here. It's pretty solid. Like this is structured, and it's gonna take some time for me to like really wear that in. So I would say around the 3-hour mark is when I started to feel the fatigue for this shoe. And it wasn't like how my Red Wing video, where it kind of gradually started to like get uncomfortable. Like soon as it hit that 3-hour mark back here, like my foot back here was like, it was done, bro. Like I was like stepping out of the shoe just to set my foot on the floor to kind of reset it. Now granted, the first hour had no issues. People were complimenting me. People were, you know, asking me about the shoe. I was giving good reviews. 2-hour mark, again, no problem, helping customers, doing what I need to do. And then like, boom, that 3-hour mark hit, and I was like, what just happened? It felt like I just like stepped into a different shoe that wasn't like my size at all. Like it was just like a complete like curve stop. But things started to get better like as the 3-hour mark finished and the 4-hour mark kind of finished as well. Leading into that 5 to 6, 7, like I don't know if it's because my foot was numb or I was just used to the pain, but I no longer felt the fatigue of it. I was just like, I was kind of just used to it. So you could take that for what you will. Now I will tell you, this is like the main thing. This is why I said this is not a walking shoe. This is not like I'm going to run errands shoe. So I was going to a bar to meet up with some friends to talk over some things. And I parked my car maybe 2 blocks away from where we were gonna be meeting at. And I had to walk 2 blocks in these on concrete, bro. No, that's not deep. No, bro, these 2 blocks. And I was like, when I walked into the place we were meeting at, bro, I was ready to chuck them at the wall. Like I was done. I had to sit down for a minute and reevaluate. So that is why I say these are 3 out of 5 stars as far as comfort, because I know with the materials, the integrity of the shoe and like the leather and like all that stuff, it's gonna take some time for me to really wear these in to where they feel like, you know, just a typical slide, and you could just slide them on and do a bunch of things. But it's just not at that point yet. Again, really rigid. And then this part is really solid. So it feels like I'm just stepping on like a cinder block or something like that after that 3-hour mark. So comfort wise, 3 out of 5 stars. Now just looking at it, it looks like a quality piece of footwear. But I can tell you, having it in hand, oh, this is a 5 out of 5 when it comes to quality. And you can tell this is a brand that is still staying true to their target audience and still staying true to putting out good products, because just throughout the shoe, the inside, the outside, the leather, like everything that went into making this shoe, you can tell it was made to perfection. Like, you knew when they got that first sample, they criticized it crazy and they broke it down and tried to figure out how to make it better. And it sounds like I'm glazing it, bro, but like, it's really one of the better pieces when it comes to footwear in my collection. This is a premium good. And I've had a pair of ALD penny loafers, but like having these in hand now and being able to sense the difference, like Blackstock and Weber's quality is, they got them beat by a margin, bro. So yeah, if you've been on the fence about quality wise when it comes to Blackstock and Weber, look no further. Like, I'm sure throughout their entire product, whether it be the penny loafers, whether it be the mules, like, it's gonna be made with the same craftsmanship and attention to detail as the Backless Mule. And lastly, styling wise, these are definitely geared towards spring and summer. Because if you wear these fall, winter, you step in a puddle, you're cooked. You step in some mud, you're done. Like, these are definitely for their hotter months. With that being said, they already have these primary colors on the shoe itself. So they have the white, the brown, the black, and you can clearly style it that way. But I think you can also just have some fun with it and be creative. So if you could find a garment that kind of matches the print on this and do it on the top and layer it with like a white shirt or like a black shirt, I think you'd be done really well. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun styling this during the spring and summer. But again, it's fall, so I really don't have much to really do or go off with, especially because like it's raining and all that. I don't want to, you know, damage these with the water. In total, I'll give the overall rating for the Backless Mule 4 out of 5 stars. I think other than the pain and the fatigue from wearing them for 3 hours, and 3 hours being like where I reached at and not like further down the line, maybe like 4 or 5, I think that's where I have the dock points. But it's really no complaints yet because I haven't broken them in truly. So I'm sure down the line, it'll be more like a 5 out of 5. But as it stands right now, my gut is saying 4 out of 5 stars. But don't let that discourage you. It is an amazing piece of footwear. All right, so that is gonna wrap up this week's video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Backless Mule from Blackstock and Weber? But also, if you own anything from Blackstock and Weber, whether it be the mules or the penny loafers, also drop a comment. I want to hear your experience about that. I'm also interested in buying a pair of their penny loafers, so I definitely need as much information as possible. But without further ado, like I always do, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Hopefully in my damn new apartment.
But I love the way you work it. Ay, I love the way you work it for me.